Hey everybody, Daniel at Parabellum Armament here. I want to take a quick moment to show you guys our new RCS and some installation tips and procedures, especially some tips depending on what type of AK you have, to make this easier for everybody once you get it out of the box. Alright, let's talk about getting it out of the box. Once you pull it out of the box, you've got your ratchet charging system manual, you've got your main gas tube with your bolt end cap and your rotating locking nut, and you got your cocking sleeve, and then you've got your cocking assembly. We've got our two fitted couplings, our bushing, and our retaining clamp. Now when you put them on the piston, you want to make sure that they go together, and you want the smaller rounded edge towards the rear of the piston, and then the retaining clamp's going to go right over it right here. First part of our installation is going to start with the RCS main gas tube with our end cap bolt, our locking nut, and our cocking sleeve. When you pull it out of the box, you're going to want to make sure your end cap bolt and your locking nut is tightened closest to the gas tube so that you have an ease of installation. And when you are installing it, make sure that the cocking sleeve is towards the front so it doesn't get caught on the trunnion. So we'll go ahead and drop it in. Once you get it dropped in, go ahead and start by moving the end cap bolt forward. Once that's forward all the way, go ahead and move your locking nut to the rear. And then we're going to tighten down our gas tube lock. At this point we can go ahead and ensure that we've got a proper fit by making sure our cocking sleeve can move to the rear of our trunnion. Now most AKs should not require any type of gunsmithing on it and everything, but as AK owners know, not all AK trunnions are made the same. So if you're getting to this point and you're getting caught up, there may be some minor rotary tool work that you need to do. Now in case of our AK here, I had the same problem where I actually had to take a rotary tool and just grind out the side right here where I had a lip. Now that we're done with our gas tube assembly, we're going to move on to picking up our piston and installing the cocking assembly. Out of the bag, you're going to have two fitted couplings, a bushing, and a retaining ring. We're going to start off by grabbing that bushing and sliding it over the piston towards the rear of the piston. We're going to take our two fitted couplings and mount them to the piston, ensuring that the smaller tapered edge is towards the rear of the piston. We're then going to slide our bushing over the two fitted couplings and move that towards the front of the piston. Once that's done, we're going to install our retaining ring. We're going to go ahead and work it just like a keyring and thread it onto the piston. And then from there, using a pick, it's pretty simple to drag the retaining ring up onto the fitted couplings. Once the fitted couplings are locked in place, you should have a finished cocking assembly that's held together and slides freely up and down the piston. From there, we're going to go ahead and install it into our trunnion to ensure proper fit. And when you start off, you're going to want to make sure that your cocking assembly is towards the front. That makes sure you don't get caught up on any lips or anything, and then once you slide it in, you should be able to practice by just pulling it back and forth to ensure that there's no snags. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and finish installing the bolt. Slide that forward, and install our spring. Place our top cover on. And then from there, we're going to ensure that you can work the charging and ensure bolt hold open. From there, the installation of your RCS is complete. I'm Daniel at Parabellum Armament. I want to thank you for watching the RCS installation video. If you have any questions or concerns, you can reach us by email at info@parabellumarmament.com, or you can take a look at the product online at parabellumarmament.com, or for purchase through a website at parabellumarms.com.